Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Jet Manuel.
And we give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Billy Capistrano. And in tonight's Game Plan, it's all aboard for Cameron Forte and Arwind Santos with a Northport Batang Pierre. We'll speak to the team's import as well as assistant coach Renzi Bicar to break down their promising roster.
We'll also go inside the game of the Petro Gazz Angels as Alina Bicar and Gretchel Soltones share how they are preparing for the upcoming Champions League. And we'll look ahead to the final leg of the Moto2 European Championship in Spain as Filipino the Wonderboy McKinley Kyle Paz gets to set to rep the country one more time. Buckle up, sports fans, let's get in the game.
Let's head down the Batang Pierre as a mixture of brand new and proven talents have come together for the promising squad. Robert Bolick, Greg Slaughter, Jamie Malonzo, Arwind Santos, and now Cameron Forte come aboard as Northport looks to push for a PBA championship in the upcoming Reinforced Conference. Joining us to break down the team's promising lineup is Northport's import himself, Cameron Forte, and assistant coach Renzi Bicar. Gentlemen, welcome to the game.
Hello. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be in your program. Hello, Jet, and hello, Billy.
Hello.
I was going to say, I love the formality of Coach Renzi and Cameron over here.
Well, it's nice to have you guys here. Cameron, we'll start with you. Pretty simple question. How excited are you to finally be playing for Northport? And welcome back to the Philippines.
Yeah, thank you. Super excited for the opportunity. We have a good team. We've been practicing hard, and I'm just ready to get out there and play.
Sounds great, Cameron. I mean, just like Billy mentioned, welcome back to the Philippines. This isn't your first time playing over here, is it? I mean, you had that experience, I think, with ABL, yeah.
Yeah, the last time I was here was maybe 2 or 3 years ago for the ABL. I played in Taiwan, so it was a good opportunity to come here. And once I got the opportunity to come back, I couldn't say no.
And I mean, like, again, welcome back. It's going to be exciting to see you suit up for Northport. But I want to go to Coach Renzi over here. Coach Renzi, Cameron, your import, what attracted you to his game? I mean, what were the specific attributes or what did you see in his game to, you know, of course, end up deciding, I'm going to have this guy. I want him to play for Northport and my team.
Yes, number one, Cameron is very good player. He's a team player. He's a good finisher, and he's a leader in our team. Right now, he shows a lot of potential to carry our team to this coming second conference.
Now, Cameron, we heard it from Coach Renzi, but from your end, what do you think you can bring to Northport?
I'm just a good player. Like I can put the ball in the hole at a high rate. I'm a good rebounder, and I just look to get my teammates involved. We got a lot of good shooters, a good point guard, a good big man, and adding me in there, I don't see why we couldn't make.
I mean, this isn't your first time also facing up against Filipinos. Cameron, you played against Gila's squad when you were playing for Jordan, and I mean, what was that experience like, and what did you see initially? You know, the first time matching up against a Philippine team.
Well, you know, for Philippines, the fans are always supporting them. I'm going to guess that's for every other sport. But the fans in Jordan that showed love for both side teams that were playing was phenomenal. It was a good young team, promising. If they just keep staying in the gym and working on their craft, I don't see why they couldn't make some noise.
Now, how are you adjusting to the Philippine style of play? Because I know it's a little bit different.
Everybody keeps saying that. I don't know. It's nothing new to me. It's just basketball, so I'm gonna go out there and play basketball the way I play basketball, and hopefully that can lead to us getting some wins.
That sounds great. I mean, those are ballers. I mean, that's what ballers say. You know what I mean, Cameron? But Coach Renzi, let's go a little bit deeper into the system naman of Northport. I mean, we have a lot of Northport fans excited with this retooled squad. Cameron fitting into that system, what is that system like for him to fit in so perfectly?
Right now, Cameron is very perfect fit in our system because we need a rebounder, number one, and inside presence. Like because we have Greg, and on the other side we have also Cameron. So it's a good complement that we have these two good inside players, and plus we have Robert Bolick that can give Cameron an easy game for him and for the team. So yun lang, yung unang-una yung presence ni Cameron inside is a big factor for our team. So yun ang kailangan namin for this coming conference.
Of course, we can't wait to see Cameron in action. But Coach Renzi, let's talk about some of the other members of your team. Let's start things off, of course, with Arwind Santos, the veteran. What does it mean to Northport to have a veteran like him in your squad?
Arwind Santos is a winner player. He inspires our team because he has a lot of championship experience and he has a lot of leadership in the team. So he can bring this leadership and bring this to inspire the players in our team to do a good performance this coming conference. So siya yung pinaka magiging anchor in terms of leadership in our team right now.
I mean, yeah, we had the chance actually to interview Arwind over here on the show. And, you know, Cameron, as an import coming in, I mean, of course, you know what it feels like, you know what to do. But, you know, the past week, we talked off air, you were practicing, I think, a week and a half already with the team. Is there anyone in particular that maybe you've gotten a little bit close with or you got to hang out with outside of the court on Northport?
You say who I would probably say I would connect most with is probably Jamie. Him just being from the States, and we didn't play on the same team in college, but my last played at the university I did. So just building connections with everybody. I don't want to single anybody out. That's not a good thing. So I've been trying to build little connections with every player on the team, just so that can help translate to winning when we get on the court.
I mean, of course, spoken like a true leader, trying to build that network, that connection. But it's interesting. I didn't know that you played with Jamie. That's going to be interesting to see how many highlights you guys are going to have when you start playing for in the PBA. But Coach Renzi, you touched on a couple of guys. Greg in particular. I'm curious to find out from you. He is a piece that performed greatly for you in this past conference. What was it like? And how do you think he did, especially since it's just his first conference with you guys?
Greg is we discover is how he worked hard in practice, and he carry it down in our game. So Greg is also the type that wants his teammate to be good, and he's always go hard pagdating sa game. So that's why he has a good confidence on us last conference. So he carry us to the quarterfinals. So hopefully by this conference, he will carry us through championship na.
Now, speaking of Greg Slaughter, Cameron, how does it feel like to have a talented 7-footer? We don't get that a lot in the Philippines. A talented 7-footer by your side in Northport.
It's a blessing. He's gonna make the game easier for me. And hopefully I can compliment him out there. He's a veteran, so what I'm saying. We've had a couple conversations about winning and how we both can impact the game, and I'm super excited.
Sounds great. I mean, I want to see that 1-2 punch. I want to see that pick and roll from the top, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch out for that on your side, Cameron. Coach Renzi, I'm gonna put you a little bit on the spot with Cameron sitting right there. You have a great squad right now. On paper, we see the pieces that you have. Arwind, you have Cameron, of course. You have Jamie, a wonder rookie that came in for you guys. You have pieces, Robert Bolick, of course, a key piece for you guys, and Greg. What is your, fearless forecast? I mean, Cameron's right here. What's your fearless forecast? Where are you trying to take this team and how far are you trying to go this conference?
I think we just treat the game one game at a time, because we believe that Coach Pido's system will give these players a good chance to excel. At number one, they will put their game all the time, because Coach Pido is a type of coach na giving them the opportunity, especially if they're inside the court. So, and they're very excited every time that Coach Pedro give them an opportunity to play. So hopefully this team, a good chemistry, a good hard work in the game will push us in the, I think, in the semis or hopefully in the finals. So yun lang.
Sounds great, Coach. I had to do it. Sorry na lang. But yeah, actually, may flashbacks nga ako when listening to that when you used to talk to our team naman when I used to play for you back in the day. But I'm excited to see the team on the court. And, you know, for my last question, I just want to ask you, Cameron, you know, we have the Northport fans watching, the PBA fans. Any message for them and what do you want them to expect before you even step on the PBA court?
I'm just super grateful to be here. It's an honor to play for the Philippines, to play in the Philippines, and play for such a prestigious team like Northport. So you know what I'm saying? Just tune in and watch out because we're gonna have a good season ahead of us.
I love it. I love it. I can feel the confidence over here on the other side of the camera. But again, thank you guys for joining us tonight. It's going to be an exciting season for the PBA and for you guys, Northport. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate you
Jeff.
guys.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you.
And after the break, we'll go inside the game of the Petro Gazz Angels as Alina Bicar and Gretchel Soltones share how they are preparing for the upcoming Champions League. Stay tuned. You're watching the game.
Welcome back to the game. The Petro Gazz Angels are out to show that no one can clip their wings in the upcoming Champions League. To hear more about their campaign, I caught up with a newly recruited Angel, Alina Bicar, and the deadly skipper, Gretchel Soltones, in this edition of Inside the Game. Joining us tonight on Inside the Game are the Angels of Team Petro Gazz, Lady Bees, Gretchel Soltones, and their newest playmaker, Alina Bicar. Ladies, welcome to the game. Hello, kamusta naman kayo? Alina, first and foremost, welcome to Petro Gazz. You're now a certified angel. Ano naman yung feeling na part ka ng isang star-studded team? Nakasama si Gretchel Soltones.
Siyempre, overwhelmed kasi yun nga po, yung napasukan kong team is star-studded. Yun nga, nandun sila ate Soltones, Pablo, yung gano'n. Siyempre may mga pangalan. May mga pangalan po. So yun, sobrang naka-overwhelmed lang na parang dati napapanood ko lang sila ate na parang sabi ko, kailan kayo kami magkaka-team yung gano'n po. Kasi siyempre, mga ate ko po kasi sila so parang sila din po yung mga linulook forward ko. So,
Kwentuhan mo naman kami tungkol sa first day mo in practice. You know, how did that go? Nahiya ka ba or parang agad-agad comfortable ka na sa kanila?
Sobrang nahiya po talaga ako kasi syempre ako lang po kasi isa lang po kasi akong na lipat dun bago sa Petro Gazz. So parang sabi ko, wala, ako lang mag-isa, wala akong kasabay.
So, ikaw naman, Gretch, ano yung first reaction mo nung nalaman mo na magiging teammate mo si Alina Bicar?
Ay, syempre excited ako kasi sa lahat ng magiging teammate ko, siya yung hindi ko pa nakakasama kahit kaunting panahon lang. So, ayun. Tapos, iniisip ko kung paano yung adjustment ko sa kanya kasi since lahat naman ng teams, diba, pag nagsimula yung relationship sa bawat isa. So, ayun.
Pero so far, Gretch, kamusta yung chemistry nyo ni Alina on the court?
Ay, nako. Charot lang. Okay naman po kami. Sobrang na-develop namin yung chemistry namin. Sabi nga ni Ma'am Camille, yung manager namin, pati si Coach Arnold, na kahit pa paano na-develop ng maayos. Kasi unlike nung PBL, kahit, like, di ba pag yung chemistry, kahit konting tingin lang, alam yung nagagawin. Ngayon, medyo nagagawa na namin yun.
And that's good, diba? Kasi kakapasok ka lang ni Alina sa team nyo. Pero Alina, kamusta naman yung adjustment mo kay Coach Arnold? Sabi mo nga, you compared him to Coach Kung Fu, diba? Mas quiet itong si Coach Arnold. Ano yung mga natututunan mo sa kanya as a player?
Mga natutunan ko kay Coach Arnold is yung, parang, mo lang yung parang ilabas mo lang yung laro mo, yung ganon. Parang, wag ka matakot magkamali or something kasi may times na sa training ay parang after nun, syempre nag-a-adjust pa po, parang sinasabihan niya naman po ako na ganito yan sila, parang ginagay niya din po naman ako, lalo na ngayon na bago lang ako. Parati niya po ako ginaguide, lalo na sa training pag nag-spiking or ano yung ginagawa po, parati siyang nag-a-approach sa akin na ganito, ito yung ginagawa, ito yung gagawin ngayon, ganito.
Dahil nga yung bata ka pa, meron bang players sa Petro na parang sobrang excited ka maging teammate? Yung tipong starstruck levels na nung nalaman mo magiging teammate mo siya? Si Gretch ba yun?
Sila lahat. Actually, sila lahat. Kasi syempre po, yun nga po, may mga pangalan sila eh. Parang tinitingala po kasi sila eh. So parang sabi ko, parang masasitan ko si ganito, mag-isasitan ko si Ate Gretch, si Ate Mai, si Ate Ces, sila Ate Riri, siya. Sabi ko, parang naka-overwhelm naman. Ganun. So yun po, nakaka-excite silang lahat.
And of course, I'm sure they're all excited, to be your teammate as well. What is the most important lesson you learned from your teammates now, especially sa fellow setters mo na sina Ivy and of course yung OG si Chisayet?
Syempre po, nilook forward ko sila kasi may mga alam po sila na hindi ko pa po alam. So parang nandyan naman din po sila para i-guide din ako. Pag example, may ginawa akong ganito, sinasabihan naman ako nila Ate Chi, lalo si Ate Chi na ito yung gagawin mo, ito yung dapat dito ka, dapat din. Ayun po.
Gaano kaiba si Lady Beast ngayon compared to before?
Ngayon, mas medyo, dati naman nag-e-enjoy ako sa kahit sa team. Ngayon, parang mas na-express yung sarili ko pag naglalaro kasi since sobrang close na namin sa isa't isa. And lalo na yung masabi ko talaga na nag-mature ako sa labas ng court kasi ang dami kong natutunan, lalo na kina Ate Chi and sa mga, basta yung mga nakapaligid kung nasaan man ako ngayon.
It really looks like you're in a great place, Gretch, and we're so proud of that growth in you that we have seen throughout the past few years. And syempre, ang ganda ng pinakita mo at saka ng team mo sa PVL. So, how will you continue this momentum or sustain this momentum moving forward?
Sabi nga ni Coach Rag, kasi siya yung parang talagang tinututukan na ako. Sila, actually lahat naman ng coaches. Like si Coach Arnold, kung paano yung gawin na to. Tapos si Coach Rag dito sa field na to, sa paluan, sa kung anong dapat gawin pag-block. Tapos si Coach Jay, kung paano ko pa mas lalong ma-improve pag sobrang hard ng bola. Lalo na si Coach Rag talaga. Kasi parang ang sinabi niya sa akin, ito yung kulang mo, ito yung dapat improve mo. Like sa paluan na may binago siya sa akin na form eh. And dapat kailangan magawa ko pa yun. Which is, ang akala ko all this time, okay na ako. Hindi pa pala. So, ayun, parang ang sobrang sarap lang kasi parang mas may nakita pa siyang ikakabog ako. Kasi, alam mo yung, minsan, parang naiisip mo na enough enough na ba yung mga ginagawa mo? Pero yun nga, yung mga coaches, hindi pa kasi yung pag-receive mo, kulang pa yung ganito, ganyan. Kaya ayun.
Siyempre, ibang challenge itong upcoming Champions League. So, ikaw, ano yung game plan nyo for this tournament?
Ano po, one game at a time. Wag mo na talaga wag mo nang i-aim yung nasa taas. Every game kailangan ayusin mo na yung performance, kailangan manalo hanggang sa mapunta na kami sa taas. Kasi pag nag-aim ka na po sa taas, parang hindi mo na, parang i-underestimate mo na lahat ng mga nasa baba mo.
How about you, Gretch? Do you agree with what Alina said?
Yeah, and then siguro sa upcoming games namin, kasi since 5 days lang yun and then araw-araw yung laro. Parang nung mga previous days, parang mina-mindset ko na, tsaka sinasabihan ko yung mga teammate ko na, araw-araw yung game, kailangan kahit anong mangyayari, walang bibitaw, tapos support lang sa isa't isa, tapos parati kami nire-remind niya at Gina, dapat maayos na yung pwedeng maayos.
So thank you so much, Gretchen and Alina, and good luck in your games. It was so nice catching up with you guys.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
And thank you for joining us as well. I'm Billy Capistrano for The Game.
And that was the Petro Gazz Angels, Alina, Bicar, and Gretchel Soltones with my awesome partner, Billy Capistrano. And now, when we return, we'll look ahead to the upcoming final leg of the Moto2 European Championship as the Wonderboy Kyle Paz gets set for another run at the world stage. Stay tuned, you're watching The Game.
Welcome back to The Game. The long-awaited return of Kyle, the Wonderboy Paz, onto the international stage is over as he gears up for the upcoming final leg of the Moto2 European Championship. 2021 marks a new era for Pinoy motorsports as the Yamaha VR46 star continues to pave a path for young Filipino riders onto the MotoGP world stage. Paz finished 12th out of 26 in the combined qualifying races in his previous Moto2 leg, which was also set in Spain at the Circuito de Jerez. Prior to that, the 20-year-old phenom delivered back-to-back top 10, finishing in the 4th and 5th leg of the tournament. This time around, the Wonderboy is looking up to wrap up his debut on the Moto2 European Championship stage with a strong finish in Valencia at the iconic Circuit Ricardo Tormo. Currently sitting at 16th out of 27 riders in the championship standing, the Pinoy rider continues to make his country proud as the first ever Filipino to reach this level of competition. No, grabe no, ang galing talaga ni Kyle Paz. Bagay sa kanya yung name niya, the Wonder Boy. Imagine, Jet, at 20 years old, he has done so much. And he's also the first Filipino ever to win the Asian Road Racing Championship back in 2019. So I believe he was around
19.
18.
He was 18.
18
He
years
was
old.
18
what
years
were you
old.
doing when you were 18 years
Oh my
old?
God, if I answer that in front of the camera, my mom might get mad at me. But I was studying and playing basketball, but just to think, you know, I mean, for me, hearing his story, reading about his story, this guy is a gem for the Philippines. Like you said, he's the first Filipino to reach that stage, Yamaha has found a gem in him. And then now he's on the Moto2 stage, 16 out of 27. Those rankings don't even, parang quantify the level he's in. Because, I mean, Billy, you watch F1, you watch F1.
Yes.
Yeah, you probably do. Okay, so F1 is the peak, right? This guy is one step under Moto2, one step before reaching that MotoGP, the card or qualification. It's just unbelievable. And he's already surpassing a lot of more experienced drivers in that stage. So it's just amazing for me to see a guy like him. I mean, what were you doing when you were 18 or 19
Sabihin ko
or
sa'yo,
20? Papagalitan tayo ng magulang natin dito.
Definitely. But anyway, let's put all our support together for the Wonderboy Kyle Paz for the final leg of the Moto2 European Championship, which will be streamed live on November 21 on the FIM CEV Repsol official page on YouTube. So be sure to check out Yamaha Motor Philippines on Facebook for more details.
And meanwhile, let's shift back to the PBA as we look ahead to next week, where we'll get to know more about the journey of six-time PBA champ and Gilas legend, Ranidel de Ocampo.
Get ready as another basketball legend heats up the set all the way through. I'm Nico Halili and welcome to Hot Seat. All the skills required of a big man in the modern game, this power forward had already possessed long before. An amazing player and perhaps an even better teammate, Ranidel de Ocampo was indeed a complete package at the 4 spot. Ano yung nagpa-excite sa'yo sa pagpasok sa PBA? Hindi ka makatulog kasi ito yung gusto mong ma-accomplish pagtapak mo ng PBA. There was one instance, dati mong teammate, apparently parang medyo hindi maganda yung foul mo, sahod ng konti. Yan ba naapektuhan yung mga friendships or relationships with other players in the league?
There you have it, the one and only RDO. Para sa Jeff, gaano ka-legendary ang legacy ng isang Ranidel de Ocampo sa Philippine basketball?
Well, you can't really say. I mean, I didn't have that pleasure to go up against him, pero ibang-iba yung dating ni RDO, the legend that he is, and everything he brought to the game in the Gilas stage. Ibang klase talaga. And to see, of course, I'm excited for that show actually, because having Tito Miko asking you those questions, medyo na rin ako eh. Napapa-freeze rin ako eh.
Ang ganda nga ng nakita natin kanina. Well, with that being said, don't miss out on the upcoming episode of Hot Seat with Nico Halili featuring the one and only Ranidel de Ocampo this Monday at 9 p.m. on PBA Rush. Thank you for joining us. I'm Billy Capistrano.
And catch us weeknights here on One News, One Sports, and One Sports Plus. I'm Jet Manuel, and this has been The Game.